Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? I hope you guys are having a nice Wednesday evening. This is another video from Bulls to the Wall Trading. This is going to be my watch list for February 7th, 2019. Welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. If you have been here before, thanks for watching, and I hope you find these videos educational. For those new viewers, this is a channel I created in order to encourage people to learn how to trade and just give you information as to how to trade, how to day trade, how to swing trade, and just give you knowledge so that maybe if you were thinking about trading, you'll take that plunge and realize that it's not that difficult. I'm not a financial trader. I'm sorry, I'm not a financial advisor nor a financial planner. So anything that I discuss here is just my personal opinion. Please do me a favor and check out my website, bullsofthewalltrading.com. I have a lot of cool information on there. I have my social media accounts on there. I have an online trading course on there. I have a 100% free newsletter. All I would need for you is to give me your email address, and I will send you a daily newsletter to the email that you provide. I have a free chat room through the Discord app. I will leave the link in the description of this video, so check that out. That's again 100% free. And I think that's it as far as like my announcements that I go through. Oh yeah, please subscribe and like if you enjoy these videos. Thumbs up. And if there's anything you want me to go over, anything you want to see, just please leave me a comment. So I'm going to get into the watch list, but before I do that, I'm going to go over the stocks that I had yesterday, and we're going to see how they performed today and see if they worked out and did what we wanted them to do. So the first one that I had yesterday was Snapchat. All right, so the way that I like to day trade, and again, this is for day trading. I do day trading first, then I go into swing trading. The way that I do day trading is I like to trade the high. So basically what I'd like to do is I like to identify the high of day, which at the time that I made this video was right here, this purple line. That was the high of day. When we went, or if we would have opened up our trading platform this morning, we would have seen that it would have made a new high right here. So my new line would have been right here, and I would have gotten rid of this one because this one doesn't represent the high anymore. This would have been the new high. And at that point, we would have said the following. We want the price to come above this resistance line that we have drawn, or the high. And if it has good volume, we could invest in this stock, hoping that the momentum continues to carry this stock to the upside. So that is how I like to day trade. And let me just say that there's many different ways of day trading. This is what works for me. So just keep that in mind, that there's different ways of trading. Just because I trade like this doesn't mean that you have to trade how I trade. So if you've been watching my videos for a while, you guys know that I always tell you guys that you need a backup plan, you need a strategy, and you need to plan your trade and be careful because things might not work your way. So what do I mean by this? This is a perfect scenario as what I mean when things don't go your way. So let's say this high right here was at $8.90. That was a high. So we wanted the stock to break above $8.90 with good volume, and that could indicate that we could get in on this stock. So when the stock market opened up, it started gapping up and it broke above the high of 890 right here. So right here, it could have been a perfect opportunity to get in. So let's say we got in at $8.92, right? And we look at the volume, and you can see the volume right here. We look at the volume, 7 million in volume. That's great. That's excellent. So we get in at $8.92, and we're expecting a big payout, right? Because everything's going right, everything's going perfect. So we go, and this candle reaches a high of $8.95. So we got in at $8.92. It reached a high of $8.95. So we're only making 3 cents per share right now. What happens the next candle? It dives. And what happens the next candle? It dives. So even though everything was perfect here, it broke above the high, good volume. We got in. The next candle and the next 2 candles, actually, it tanked. It went down all the way down to about $8.52. So you got in at $8.92, And if you didn't have a stop loss or a backup plan, you could have went all the way down to $8.52, which would have been a pretty good loss. So that's why I always say to you guys got to have a plan. You guys got to have a strategy to get out in case things don't go your way. Because even though this looked perfect and it did exactly what we wanted it to do, it didn't pan out exactly how we wanted it to. And this is a perfect scenario of what can happen if you're not ready and if you're not prepared for the worst. So this is a good example of why you should always have a strategy and why you should always be prepared for the worst. So Snapchat, it did what we wanted it to do, but the setup was perfect, but it didn't take off like we wanted it to. Next one is AMRS. All right, so same situation here. When I made the video yesterday, this was the high right here. If we would have opened up our platform this morning, the new high would have been at $6.12, and I would get rid of this line. And as you can see, it never went up back to $6.12. So AMRS didn't do what we wanted it to do. SPWR is the next one. This one was the one I said was a long shot because it had a lot of ground to make up. As you can see, it never went back up to the $6.19, which was the high. So again, this one didn't do what we wanted it to do. And I think that's all I had yesterday for day trading. So now let me go into the ones I have for today that I have for tomorrow. First one is NIO. So first thing we do is we identify the high of the day, which is right here at $8.59. So we draw our high right there. And again, we want the price to come across $8.59. We could get above, we can get in at above $8.59 as long as it has good volume. And we could say that it could indicate a nice pop to the upside. Again, as I mentioned earlier with Snapchat, you need to have a backup plan in case things don't go your way. Just because things look perfect and it does everything we wanted it to do does not mean that it's going to take off and give you a nice pop to the upside. So do not invest, do not day trade if you don't have a backup plan, if you don't have a strategy. And I like this one because it's touching that resistance line twice. It touched it right here and right here. So it's validating that $8.59 is a strong resistance point. And if anybody's in the chat room, if anybody's watching this live, feel free to comment in the chat room. And if you have any questions or any stocks you want me to check out, I'll do it more towards the end. So that's the first one that I have, NIO, which is NEO. And I think this is, they're a rival to Tesla, I believe, but you guys can look that up on your own. Next one I have is ZNGA. So where's my high of the day? Right here at $4.83. Whoops, $4.83, and that is where I draw my resistance line. So it reached a high of 483, and the reason I like it is because it reached that high after the market closed. So if we look over here, it probably had some really good news, which I'm not going to look over, but it probably had some good news because it had this nice jump to the upside. And it's now currently hanging around $4.70. So if it starts to curl back up towards that $4.83 and it crosses $4.83 with good volume, again, that could indicate a nice potential setup for a breakout or a momentum play. But again, nothing is guaranteed in the stock market. You have to be ready. And because, as I mentioned earlier, just because things look perfect and things go your way, it does not mean that the stock is going to make you money. As I said in Snapchat, it went up 2 cents and then it just tanked. So you need to have a plan. You need to have a backup strategy. And if you've never day traded before, please be careful because it's very, very fast. So just keep that in mind. Next one is LCI. So again, where's the high? $10.20. Boom. And again, we're always looking for the same thing. Nothing changes. Once you realize the pattern that you like to trade, and once you know what you're looking for, you know exactly what to expect, what you're looking for, and the pattern never changes. So we identify the high, and now we just want the same thing. Stock price to cross above $10.20, good volume, and that could indicate that it could present a nice opportunity for us to invest. Now, if we switch it over to swing trading, I'm going to change my chart to a 1 year, 1 day chart, and I'm going to go over the stocks that I had on yesterday's watch list just to see how they performed. ITUB, okay. So we were hoping that this stock would bounce off of this support line right here, which is blue, right there. But as you can see today, the stock went below that support line. So as of right now, this stock is no longer amusing to me or attractive to me because it broke through that support line. So it no longer presents a good bounce play. So ITUB, I have it off of my chart list or watch list, sorry. CHK, this one's still in play because it's still moving closer to that support line that we have right here. So we'll continue to watch this one. OPK. This one's kind of tricky. Nah, actually, it broke through support again. So this is my support line right here. And why is that a support line? Well, because it's bounced at this blue line in the past. And we wanted it to bounce here again, but as you can tell today, it broke through and it went under it. So this no longer is a stock that I am interested in. And the last one that I've been watching for probably a couple weeks now is NBEV. This one was one that was trading in this sideways pattern, or this flag, if you will. And it looks like it went down, and it's technically breaking down to the downside. So the shorts are kind of taking over right now. It'd be really interesting to see what happens tomorrow. If it continues to go down, then they took over and they won. But if the bulls can come back and make this go up, it'll be interesting to see if they can push it up to the upside and maybe do a breakout to the upside. But this one's really going to be interesting to see how it does tomorrow, because it's basically running out of time to decide where it's going to go, to the upside or to the downside. All right, the ones that I have for tomorrow for potential swings, VALE. And the reason I have that is because this stock is coming down to a close level of support right here at $11. Oops, let me change this line. At $11.08. So that is a support line right there. So I want this stock to keep coming down, touch that support line, and start to bounce back up. That's what I'm hoping for. So I'm going to keep track of this one tomorrow. And the last one is SWN. And the reason I have this one, this was a previous line of support, but I'm going to delete that. The reason I have this one is because here's my support line, or one of my support lines, I should say, but the one that I see clearly. So you can see that it's been resting on this line here in the past, and it's resting on that line currently. So I want to see what it does tomorrow, if it uses this support line to just kind of hang around there, and maybe on Friday it starts to bounce back up, or if it breaks through below that support line, then this stock is no longer interesting to me. So I think out of the two that I had, this one looks better because it's right there on that support line. So that's about it. That's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. If you are, please like and subscribe. Again, check out my website, BullsToTheWallTrading.com. Check me out on Twitter if you want to know more about me, more when I'm going live, some trading tips. Make sure you check me out on Twitter at my handle is at BullsToTheWall. So again, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.